But right now, we are going to see some sumo action against Akuma. Is UrsaRising going to be able to drive Akuma and Mystsify out of the dojo? Or is this an early Takekoshi?
Yeah, UrsaRising is somebody we should be keeping an eye on. They were very close to breaking out of pools, and unfortunately, an encounter with Kaz just sent them to losers. So another week, another fight, and let's see if UrsaRising can improve their standings.
I certainly hope so, because Honda is such a fun character, but Ursa having a bit of trouble with Mystify's early pressure and already in burnout. You know, you got the sumo slam coming out, you've got the sumo headbutt, but not good to burn out all your defensive options so early, I think.
However, in this situation with Mystify burning out second, UrsaRising will come out of the situation, and Mystify wisely gets the side switch. They want to get good.
Yes.
One more hit.
UrsaRising,
I like this patience. They're gonna, yeah. I like the patience. Great decision making from Mystify, using the level 1 to secure the round. This is why we have modded controls on the level 1 super. As we know, it's really easy to get 1 bar in this game.
Super easy, especially with Akuma, who sure, low health as always, but as always, a nuke. And look at how well Mystify controls this space and uses the drive meter to get in quickly on Ursa.
Now, Ursa falling for a fireball trap. This is, oh no, Mystify not only missing the grab, but also getting a punish counter. UrsaRising, will their early Cinderella story come to an end?
Hopefully not, but, you know, running right into a Dragon Punch is not the way to stay in this. Not at all. Forces Mystify into burnout, but are they going to be able to capitalize? That's not how you do it.
This is not how we capitalize, my friend, and UrsaRising in the wrong part of town with 1 touch left, and the Shoryuken gets the first game. It's still the first game, but this is going to be a very hard match for Honda. Akuma has just so many tools that Honda does not have.
So many ways to keep you out, so many ways to really just force a change in momentum. You've seen how well Mystify is doing at getting Ursa into the corner and keeping him there. This is going to be a very hard night at the office for Ursa unless they figure something out fast.
It's definitely going to be a dojo session to remember. I like the patience for UrsaRising. They're going to be slowly walking in. They're getting pushed back by the block damage. And parries the fireball, but gets caught again with a throw by Mystify.
That throw is there for Mystify again and again. Ursa's not showing any luck in teching it. Getting the super meter up, gets the drive rush in, the throw. This might be a shift in momentum like Ursa needs, but is it going to be enough?
Well, we definitely have Mystify burnt out near the corner, and UrsaRising falling for the fireball trap again. Mystify, great spacing, good butt bounce. They went for the throw. Excellent. I like the decision to use the standing medium, get your plus finishes to get your damage, and uses the torpedo to chase.
Yeah, that torpedo, that sumo headbutt is coming out a lot more for Ursa. And of course, you know, cornerstone of Honda's deep offense, as is the 100-hand slap. Misses the grab, though, and that's going to put Mystify on set point.
UrsaRising really needs to understand that we're not in the point to condition Mystify to block. Instead, we should be using our plus frames to just hit buttons, get them conditioned. Because right now, great use of the torpedo. That's what I want to see.
That's what we were just talking about with how well that can build Honda's entire offense. And right now, Ursa trying to pile on the punishment, seizing the momentum as strongly as ever for the first time in this set. But gotta be careful because Mystify does have that critical arc ready.
Yeah, for the first time forever is not just the lyric in Frozen. This is UrsaRising trying to unfreeze their chances of advancing. Oh god, too early for the butt slam right there.
A little too early. Ursa's showing a lot of signs of over-anticipation and being over-eager. You can see him trying to catch Mystify coming in on a lot of stuff. See him firing off these headbutts and butt slams too fast. And Mystify is showing a lot of control over pace. A lot of knowledge of how to force things to slow down at the right moment to throw off Ursa's time.
Oh, baby! Sit on him! We were talking about UrsaRising not being a little too hasty, but what was hasty was the conclusion of that round.
I think I was too hasty.
Once Ursa started actually hitting, you could see the momentum change. That was a good decision, but not at the right speed, allowing Mystify to block on reaction. No! Ursa, we are not conditioned yet.
Yeah, Ursa's just not able to force Mystify to fight their fight. And that has been Mystify's strength the whole set. Just such control over the pace and momentum of this fight. And right now, on set point yet again.
UrsaRising falling victim to the Dragon Punch, and Mystsify going for the old reliable drive rush throw, and we're at the situation. Okay, this time UrsaRising goes for the neutral jump. This is not the position you want to be against. Honda not on the jump it again.
Yeah, tries to force a bit of space, tries to back off a little, but that gives Mystsify all the room they need to just blink away with these fireballs, and this Ursa has to make something happen back.
Oh, there's something's happening right now, K-Box, especially using the Rekkas to get Mystsify in the corner. This is where Ursa can do a lot of damage. Just don't listen to the siren song of the command throw. Ursa, just... Oh, I like the decision to try to go for the head 100 hands to break through the DI, but not fast enough.
Yeah, Ursa is just having a hard time hanging on. They're both in burnout, but that butt slam's there, and now it's tied up yet again. Final round. Ursa potentially finding a ticket out of here.
Yeah, but not with this space and at that much drive gauge left. UrsaRising sitting. The patience is there. They got to make a big gamble. Find the timing, Ursa. Go in. But Mystsify, I like what they're doing. Hey, I got the life lead. I got modern controls. I can, no sweat. Why do I gotta fight the sumo fighter up close? Mystsify, UrsaRising not respecting the modern controls. Mystsify is not gonna get caught. Missing out. Oh, this is the story, isn't it, K-Box?
Mystsify has just been so good at avoiding getting caught, at avoiding these little traps versus trying to set. I don't know if they're just telegraphing them too much, or Mystsify's just this good at reading an opponent, but it's about to take him out of this set with a W.
Oh no, punish counter in the throw. This is exactly what Ursa wants. Went for the DI, way too hungry, and Mystsify. This is going to be full level 3. And unfortunately, with that level 3 combo, UrsaRising has a long climb out of losers if they want to make it out of bulls.
Run early in the happen.
Right, but before we get to easy, we need to get to Jewelman, and a name that's been a favorite to chat was Myke with a Y. So is it Myke with a Y or Myke? It doesn't matter, because Jewelman is going to get started with a standing heavy punch, and this is going to be classic Jewelman. Get the corner early and start the pressure.
Yes, and what pressure indeed. I love the contrast we're already seeing with Jewelman's Honda versus Ursa's. You can see just so much more oppressive.
Right, this is something we were talking about before. First off, great perfect from Jewelman. This is what I was talking about before. You got to make your opponent block.
Yeah.
Street Fighter is very offense-oriented, and if you just hold back, you're just going to let your opponent run their game plan uncontested.
Yes, absolutely, and we were talking about how you do have defense, but you can't just sit there and wait. You have to force your opponent to make a mistake, and right now, Myke is having a hard time making that happen.
Yeah, Myke is definitely trying to find the X marks the spot and finding the Y in Jewelman's offense. And Jewelman, hyper aggressive. And Myke, I like the decision to go back, but they get splat with the drive impact. Ooh, that rhymed.
It is just so hard to keep up with somebody like Jewelman, who has so much experience against absolute killers and has been playing this Honda this way since SF6 started. You've already got the super, and I'm not sure what Kimarite that is in sumo, but it definitely closes out the first game.
I'll tell you one thing, it's something that you get a date with a chiropractor for when you get slammed on your back like that on the concrete. Never good.
Oh, yeah, that's why I'm never going to mess with a sumo wrestler. You know, if they slap me once, they throw me on the ground once, I'm probably never getting back up.
Well, I mean, why would you be messing with a Superman? Why would you be messing with a guy that big anyway?
Yeah, exactly, but you know, there have been, like, Rikishi get in trouble for getting in bar fights and stuff, so someone's stupid enough to try it.
Alright, Myke with a Y trying to find a way to get out of this bar fight against Jewelman. The throw gets the side switch, and Jewelman, you see how Jewelman's not afraid to jump?
Yeah, definitely. And how often do you see an airborne Honda except for the butt slam? Right now, Jewelman is subverting expectations, but not quite able to fight out of this corner. I think Myke is adjusting to the game plan. What changes are you seeing between games from Myke?
Aggression. Myke is making Jewelman block. That's the main thing. You're Juri.
Yeah, I mean, just doing a much better job of locking Jewelman down, but Jewelman not fighting scared, not fighting intimidated off the back foot, just getting right in Myke's face, which, you know, we've been talking about how that is very much SF6's game plan.
And you can see there that jewelman loves to do the stop sign for Okazemi, and if you don't know what that means, that's the neutral jump to the air fierce, but jewelman with the parry to the standing fierce. Sumo Spirit, oh god, double dip teriyaki stick for the round.
And what a round that was. Jewelman just personifies Street Fighter 6 in so many ways, because you can be winning against him and doing all the driving. You press one wrong button, and next thing you know, you're out of health.
Now, thanks to the buff, Jewelman was able to extend that combo. See how they use the jumping heavy to maintain their turn?
Yeah.
All right, stagger offense stopped. Okay, Myke, side switch. Cool, get the knockdown, work the Oki.
Bad
nice
trade
use.
for Myke with a Y. Cannot be giving up that kind of health advantage on set point for Jewelman, who takes it with the sumo headbutt. We were talking about how that is the cornerstone of a Jewelman. Sends Jewelman on a...
Oh man, we are going to go ahead and get into the Taekwondo ring with a mirror match of Juri, Issei versus FighterNP. No problem, hopefully for them.
You know, I don't think I want to get in a mirror match in the knowledge check battle with Easy. We've been talking about pilots, and Easy pilots Juri like he is Juri.
You mean ultimately sadistic and like to laugh in your face?
I meant more overwhelming and slippery, but yeah, sure.
Oh my god. BC with the heavy punch off of the neutral jump, and FighterNP is just stuck in a bad situation, and Easy doesn't even need to use the drive impact.
Yeah, just Fighter was not in that round at all, and trying to get some throughout charge going, but gets caught by the dive kick of textbook read from Easy, who really you are just swimming in Easy's waters and giving him all the room he needs to drag you under.
Yeah, this match is anything but easy peasy for FighterNP. That no problem is starting to be a big problem right now, but great use of the driver cancel. And we're going to force East to the corner, but without drive gauge, FighterNP is going to be a hard time holding on to this position.
Yeah, you don't want to be burnt out against anybody with no drive gauge, but especially not Easy, who I will remind chat, won the last Street Fighter 6 episode we had, the last Breakout Series Street Fighter.
Oh, I like the neutral jump, but FighterNP hit their button too early. Backing up, you can see that FighterNP is trying to fish for a counter hit, but oh my god, too far for the jump. And this is a big confidence boost for FighterNP. You take a round off an opponent who was dogging you in the first one, you start to feel the hope, right?
Absolutely, and these games are as much about mental fortitude and momentum as actual mechanical knowledge, and just can you weather the storm, can you pass the knowledge check, can you stay calm? And right now, Easy is showing that because he's not been thrown off by that last round at all, and it's just piling on the hurt.
Oh god, it's going to be one more interaction. Oh, and the combo still goes 22 hits, and Easy takes the first game.
Yeah, and in dominant fashion, not slowed down by that drop round at all. It almost felt like he was like, you know what, sure, I'm going to give you a round. Not to take credit away from FighterNP, but Easy just continuing his dominance.
Hey, what did I tell you about Easy? Like I said, when you punch them, it just gives them the impetus to fight harder.
They're like an anime character, you know, the big anime bad guy who's like really craving a good fight, and you hit him and he's like, oh, stop holding back, show me your true power.
Hey now, it's 2024, there are definitely female characters and other gender spectrums that identify with the Blood Knight trope.
I mean, Marisa's right there, right?
Oh yes, I live for battle! Oh, they both went for the crouching medium kick right at the same time.
Now, perfectly symmetrical violence never solved anything.
Oh, Deathkid would be very happy with that overhead from Easy, and we're going to go right back to the level 2. Watch the damage get piled on, especially since we're near the corner.
Yeah, and so much life to overcome. These long, meaty, damaging combos from Easy, just flowing one hit after the other, knows this character like the back of his hand, and what was I talking about with himself? And you were talking about a battle of bullies. Let's see who gets forced off the playground.
Okay, Jimmy DR going right to the command throw, and Jewelman stuck in the corner. This is that bullying style that we want to bring up.
Yes, and already with the sumo slam, the butt slam, the 100-hand slap, but getting caught in Jimmy's offense, his pressure, his vortex of pain. Jimmy Dr's Marisa is such a hard-hitting character. Got the Gladius coming up, and I don't know how you fight a Marisa if you're gonna stay right in the pocket like this. Like someone like Honda could have to.
You gotta be parrying. At the very least, preserve your drive gauge.
And we did not see any parries at all that round.
Okay, charge up that Pierce Punch, and Jewelman going right to the OD headbutt to get a knockdown. Okay,
yeah,
2 low kicks.
Some good thinking with the low kicks, kind of force Jimmy Dr's balance off. But if you're not going to react to this use of drive meter, you're not going to get very far. And how often do you see a Marisa just jump like that?
Oh, it's a very actually yeah, that attack right there, it's really good, but you know it's not good getting your OD headbutt blocked, and this is going to be Jimmy Dr's game.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about jumping Marisa's what, 6'8", something like that. She can definitely dunk you in WNBA or with her super, just like Jewelman found out in this first game.
Jimmy DR is going to hold on to this win against Jewelman, but it's only in the first game, and Jimmy DR just is trying to just impose their will onto Jewelman.
Absolutely, and that's how you need to be with Marisa. We are seeing a Marisa renaissance. We were talking about this a little with Femchef's work with the modern Marisa, Jimmy DR here in Breakout, and right now Jewelman trying to disrupt that carefully built momentum with a thunderous Tachi into the 100-hand slap, and this is some sumo.
Excellent play from Jewelman. It's now Jimmy DR's turn to be in the corner. Also, I like the use of the word Renaissance from UK Vox because Marisa is Italian.
Of course. Would absolutely love that term, and I just feel it's apt. We are seeing a lot more Marisa lately, I feel like. Even, we had an era where people were dismissing this character and kind of dropping her and not paying her any mind, and I feel like she's getting some love again, and she deserves it.
Okay, I like the use of the jump back to stop Jewelman from using the stop sign. Jimmy DR, they choose not to driver's cancel the maintain the mirror meter.
Yep. Right now,
Jewelman, yeah, they're getting popped back from the headbutt. Oh God, death.
I mean, when Marisa unloads like that, there's not a whole lot you can do but get out of the way, and unfortunately, Honda's not a character who gets out of the way.
No, Honda won't, but this does put an interesting wrinkle on this final round because Jewelman has meter advantage. Oh God, great use of the Gladius to power through. An excellent reaction from Jimmy DR. Jewelman. They both have J.
Yeah, someone's got to change. It's like when two ladies show up to a dance with the same dress. But the drive meter lead does not matter if you do not use it, and Jewelman does have that level 3 in his pocket if he wants it. Oh,
rare drop combo from Jewelman. Jewelman, though, burning out Jimmy DR. Jimmy DR has to be careful. And Jewelman swinging for the fence and gets a foul ball.
And that wasn't just a foul ball, that was a strikeout. Jimmy DR moving all flies into the...
Now, this is... I'm actually kind of scared for Kimberly right now, just because Kimberly does not have a reversal, and you need that to get Blanka to stop doing his stupid stuff.
Yeah, absolutely, and these parries are so on point from Ruffian to go straight into the Blanka balls, and it's right in face. That early life lead really didn't amount to anything, and Ruffian's fighting out a burnout like he's Noah the Prodigy.
Ruffian living up to their reputation, going for a clean first round. Ozza Belmont, also from the great country of Mexico. This is a team kill.
Absolutely, this is a civil war, and can I say for a second that I love the little renaissance of fighting game players we are seeing from Mexico. That is becoming a hotbed of fighting game talent. They were always a powerhouse in Smash, but we're seeing them come alive in Tekken, in Street Fighter. It's a land of monsters down there.
And don't forget the huge SNK fandom. So when City of the Wolves coming out, Mexico is going to represent.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not even going to bet on how the first SNK Evo goes. When's the first time somebody who isn't from Mexico or Latin America in general is going to win Evo at the City of the Wolves? I'm not sure it'll ever happen.
Right, back to the match real quick. Ruffian doing their signature long range level 2, and the drive reverse. Oh, drops the combo off of the overhead. Ozzy Belmont got hit off the block. and we're going to the next game.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get to make drops like that against Ruffian. He's so good at capitalizing on any little opening you give him. His parries are so on point. His interrupts are so on point. His counters are so on point. His ability to transition straight into a grab, into his drive meter. You just can't play sloppy against him, ever.
No. Okay, time for Ozabelman. Oh, great punish counter off there, and we're going to use the Vagabond Edge OD and continue this offense. That was a decent. That was only 3 drive bars spent.
I mean, already got the drive advantage for sure, but is Ozzy going to do anything with it? Is he going to be able to pull anything off here?
Whoa, putting it off. Did you see that Azu already using the jabs to get the level 2? We want that drive gauge.
Oh, absolutely, and that is some punishment. We were talking about how you can't play sloppy against Ruffian. That one burnout is all it takes to put Ozza on the board in the second game, and this is the kind of momentum he wants.
Well, it's a lot more than that. Ozabelman has been doing a great job checking the light Blanka ball fakes, but Ruffian going for the crouching medium punch, and this time we're doing it classic style where we're going to confirm the combo into the level 2 and go from corner to corner and cause some problems.
Oh, definitely. But the Blanka-chan is there and derails the Ozza train potentially before it leaves the station. Caught up in the corner up against one, manages to escape and drive Ruffian back. But you gotta watch out for these wake-up Blanka balls.
That throw is going to be the end of the round, and another element of Ruffian's offense is going air-to-air with the Fierce Punch, because that gets the hard knockdown to line for Okazeme. Ozabelman looking to whip this monster into shape. Will they have the Vampire Killer, or will it be a Repulgus night for the monster of the Breakout series?
I'll tell you, right now it's looking like a horrible night to have a curse for sure, especially as Ozza fighting out of burnout and trying to keep some pressure on. We go into the super now, and this might be all he needs.
It's definitely not all that they need, but it's definitely a good dose, because we're going to have the drive gauge advantage, positioning advantage, and of course the buff. But Ruffian doing the Ruffian thing and going to activate the level 2, but gets the jump in.
What a read from Ozza to counter that and to get onto the board, taking a first game against the champion. Ruffian's trying to run back and get his belt again, but Ozza won't make it easy.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a climb for Ruffian, but Oz is not going to make this easy.
Yeah, of course not. Easy somewhere else in the bracket.
Ha 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 ha, get banned.
Couldn't resist, but you know who also can't resist? Ruffian is trying to play his style of Street Fighter, finally catches Ozza on something, but Ozza forces a distance, gets caught in the punish counter, and now Ruffian's on set point again. I was going to start saying it like he was winning, but nope.
Ruffian using the drive gauge to chase down Ozza. Oh god, 2 air Blanka balls. Ozza trying to get Frisky, but gets the punish counter off the standing media kick. That is Kimberly's best whip punish poke.
Yeah, but if you can't deal with the Blanka balls, and especially how Ruffian likes to transition from them into that grab, you're going to have a tough night at the office. It's not going to go very well for you.
Okay, Ruffian looking for an easy burnout, especially with Ozza having only a sliver of the drive gauge left. And Ozza is going to spend it on this cancel.
Yeah. And
that's a good decision.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a great decision because Ozza knew they were going to get burned out by blocking, so hey, I'll burn myself out on my own terms.
Absolutely, and I think people maybe play a little scared of burnout because, you know, it opens you up so much, but we've seen strategic use of burnout turn games around so many times in Street Fighter 6's life. I mentioned it before, but look at Noah the Prodigy. He'll burn himself out all day.
Azu right now, slim life disadvantage, excellent tech, and Ruffian going to go in the hard way with an OD Blanka ball. One more check, and Ruffian will be moving on in this game.
Oh, definitely, and going on ahead, but the champion wasn't definitely not sure this is wise.
And another Mexico versus Mexico match.
I was telling you about the growth of Mexico in this game, and we're seeing it live right in front of us.
Also, these are 3 players from Mexico that are playing Juri. I don't know, is there something in about Juri that's really enticing the Mexican population?
Maybe Taekwondo's popular down there, or maybe they all like meat. I don't know.
Or hey, come on now, let's not go ahead. Maybe Juri just reminds Mexico of On Hell or Mei Lee from King of Fighters.
Honestly, I could see it. I could see the on-hell connection. That's a good call. That's a good pick.
Well, on hell's more off of the rock. But Melee. First off, King of Fighters, bring back Melee. Melee's dope.
Definitely.
Okay, Issei with the. Oh, they both go for the neutral heavy punch, but Z23 coming out slightly on top. Life lead does block. Oh man.
Job fighting out of the corner with those lows, but eventually that's going to condition Easy to start looking for him, and gotta switch up the game plan, I think.
Oh, that was a drop combo, but Easy picks it up with a throw, and Kano tried to tech the throw in the corner, and I gotta say, I have lost so many games trying to tech in the corner. Sometimes I'll just throw, I'll just eat the throw.
I mean, not everybody can pull off a rope-a-dope like the rumble in the jungle. Eventually, you're going to get caught, and Kano's just moving on and trying to force Easy to play on the back foot.
Oh, the irony of you using a boxing term in a match where two people rarely punch.
Of course.
And then Z23 caught in the corner again. EC has the does not have the life lead, but is making it up pretty succinctly.
Has the drive lead, which might be all he needs to make something happen here and steal back the momentum, especially with them being fairly equal in Super Mario.
Oh, EC went for the neutral jump, but the super still caught them. Oh, I like the backdash.
It feels like Kano is starting to look airborne more, starting to make these reads more. So I think you're seeing Easy adjust and play more on the ground.
Kano is not able to check EC with the drive rushes. And EC getting a lot of free pressure on them.
Definitely, just having no luck with that whatsoever. You can see them trying, but it feels like Easy is reading them like a book, knows when they're going to try to go for it, and that's when they punish them, or when they try something else.
Okay, Cannons 23. Oh, God. Unless anything changes soon, this is going to be another decisive match from Easy.
Look at all those parries.
Pretty?
Well, we've got ZIDANICO versus Zombie, and I don't think either of them are vampires, but you're free to ask them after the tournament.
I am not going to risk that. Blanka already has the fangs. ZIDANICO already on the back foot. Very rare to see a Cammy get pressed and lose the offense.
Such a high-pressure rushdown character is ZIDANICO's Cammy, and Cammy in general piloted by anybody. It is a little weird to see them immediately fighting on the back foot. And what do you see in Zombie's Blanka? Because we've seen them a few times now compared to Ruffian.
Well, Zombie's Blanka is not afraid to just have a lot of space between them.
Yeah, definitely.
They're definitely a special move-oriented Blanka, and Zombie gets caught on the shuffle. ZIDANICO has the corner pressure and bravely goes for the drive impact.
Maybe Zombie was granting a little too much space there, because already about to drop a round that he was soundly winning, and ZIDANICO able to climb back.
It's what we were talking about, chat. It's very rare to see Cammy not have pressure, and then when ZIDANICO's like, wait, I'm Cammy, got the pressure trade, we just did not leave the King's Tree. Oh, God, that's going to be big.
Oh, boy. That is painful, but misses that little jump in, and suddenly ZIDANICO has the space he needs.
Oh, especially off of that dive kick. Zombie up against the corner and wisely uses an OD move, but they're still backed up. Yeah, Rainbow Block a ball goes in deep, allowing Zombie to get this big combo.
And much like Ruffian, Zombie making good use of the transition into that grab, which really doesn't do anywhere near as much damage as it looks like. If Blanka chomped on me like that, I think that's the end of the match.
Okay, ZIDANICO gets burnt out, and Zombie went a little fresh with the drive rush, and ZIDANICO spots green and gets a little mean with the level 3, giving him the game, especially off of a critical art.
Oh boy, and what a time to break that out. I mean, SF6 is such an offense-heavy game, so favors the rush down and the high pressure. It's easy to overextend like that and get greedy. And ZIDANICO, like you were saying, showed great vision spotting it.
Hey, you wanted to know about something that's great? I just got word that Skaterfern has donated $20 to the pot. We're going to be making some money tonight.
That is a beautiful piece of news, and I think ZIDANICO's happy. Look at that throw he pulls off and the way he forces Zombie onto the back foot.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Skater Bird, for that $20 dono. I'm sure our players will be loving it. And ZIDANICO burst out in the corner again. Zombie goes for the no throw from Zombie. Instead, we're going to get a little bit of a combo and the side switch. Not enough space, so let's do it twice.
Yeah, Zombie really likes playing with that side switch and setting up these Blanka-chans in the corner. It gets him back on the board, but I hope he doesn't make too much of a habit of that because ZIDANICO is going to start looking for it.
Yeah, Blanka ball is easy to check. I mean, not Blanka ball. Blanka hop, if you just match jab, you get your stuff. Drive cancel. Yeah, ZIDANICO is not afraid to just drive rush cancel off of a block string to maintain their turret, but they have to spend a lot of gauge to do it.
Yeah, and can you afford to be that down in drive gauge against a good Blanka like Zombie, who can really just become such an engine of pressure at any moment?
Well, ZIDANICO is able to just get all their gauge back, so the answer is yes.
So far, definitely, and already starting to pile on the hurt, knocking on the door. Is anybody going to answer? Zombie sure hopes it doesn't open, and trying to lock it down to take this second game.
Yeah, Zombie getting missed with a headshot and avoiding an early grave with this level 3, and we're going to tie it up 1-1.
You know, I'm starting to see why he likes, why he calls himself Zombie. He really likes those bites from Blanka.
I mean, the zombies aren't. No, yeah, zombies do are known for the propriety of biting. Also, another double Mexico match.
Another one. I mean, Mexico is just having one heck of a night tonight, and I am not complaining because they're playing some beautiful Street Fighter.
Zombie this time doesn't get the cross up, uses the light kick, get the damage. And ZIDANICO, that's their signature, to drive rush cancel. I don't care that you're blocking. I'm still going to get my plus frames.
Yeah, and being able to steal a turn like that is vital in Street Fighter 6, especially against somebody like Zombie who's so good at building up momentum. Keep him crushed in the corner, keep these spiral arrows going, and don't let him do something like he just did.
Zombie needs to find a way to just check those drive rushes. ZIDANICO has been able to run away with them easily.
Yeah, and also able to bait out reactions from Zombie with the threat of them. Zombie's reacting to the threat of a drive out rush as often as he is from the actual thing.
Oh man, that was a big scramble in the corner that ZIDANICO was able to come away with, putting them on set point.
Yeah, and so good at these scrambles, at these almost improvised moments of Street Fighter where he picks apart his opponent's offense and got the little Blanka hop going, got the little side switch going, bit of space control with the Blanka ball and some anti-air play, not able to tech that throw. Zombie trying to fight like that round didn't happen.
Okay, Zombie does tech it, putting the... Okay, standing heavy kick gets this full combo, and we're going to use the Blanka ball to follow up and keeping the corner pressure.
Yeah, what pressure it is so far.
Oh man, that's good. That's good from Zombie. They need to win this round to keep going.
Yeah, that is very, very good and about to happen. I'm not sure I see how ZIDANICO can overcome that life lead. The answer is he cannot. We're going into a final round.
Well, that's because Zombie was able to backdash and get the whiff punish off the heavy. And ZIDANICO, will they use a level 3 now? No, they're going to keep on the hooligan and now use the level 3.
And what a time to use it, too. I mean, smoke him while you got him and use him to take the momentum at the exact right moment. And, of course, Zombie has his own ready whenever he wants.
Okay, ZIDANICO has unloaded their payload. Zombie still sitting on a horde of meter.
Not so much anymore. Here comes the level 3, and the teeth sink into flesh, and that is gonna be a painful super, and we are on slivers of life territory. Another interaction or two away from finding out who goes on ahead.
ZIDANICO spending the little of their drive gauge left. Now Zombie has 1 bar. They could just spend it, and they do on the drive impact, giving themselves the game.
What a game. What a set. I mean, both players at any